It's AllStar Izzy in the building. Young Vintage Tiger seeking our fangs into this world with no hesitation and forward thinking only. I'm going to give you an all-star perspective on this because as you see for the title, we're going to talk about how every real player in the game understands this thing, and that is every player knows who they are without women. Let's talk about it though. There's a lot of guys that think that the game is about women. The game is about fucking her. The game is about securing the pussy the first night. It's about getting the first link the time, getting the friends with benefits, saying something so smooth to her that her impression is like, oh my God, I gotta drop my pants off and I gotta fuck him. I gotta do all these things. Listen, that's not the game. That can be a pro to learning game for yourself, but the game is all about you. And real players know who they are without women. Because listen, when you start to get multiple women, you get a lot of sex, or you just get tired of the same old thing because you're just like, I want something new. I want something that's different. Let's try to up the score. You know that you want this and you take time out for yourself, and you know that even without women, I'm still that motherfucker. Because guys can be fucking with hella women, guys could be fucking women, right? And they could be thinking to themselves, once they don't have women, they go into a drought or they go into this thing, I'm not him no more. What happened to me? I don't feel like that guy. I need a girl in my life to talk to. I need some external validation and motivation. And that's the whole point. Any guy who doesn't know who they are outside of relationships or constantly being with women, they don't know who they are, and they're not a real player in the game. No matter what they say, who you are within is always gonna be a reflection to who you are outside. Now, I want y'all to see this video. So this video is me 3 years ago. And I advise all people that's watching this to go out somewhere and look at yourself, observe yourself, and find out what is your game, and go back and write the shit down. I used to think that game is about women. Game is not about women. Game is about yourselves, and that's a big thing I'm learning about all this shit. And the little example is that I just been back to back women. I haven't given myself a chance to breathe. I ain't given myself a chance to find out myself, more about these things. Of course, I know about myself. Of course, I'm finding out things that I like through my own situation and through a woman, but what am I finding out for myself though? You see what I'm saying? And a lot has evolved since then. It's a lot of certain things, but I remember at that time I was thinking like, if I'm having all these women, that doesn't take time away from me not knowing who I am. You can still fuck with multiple women, but still manage who you are at the end of the day. I'm pointing this out because a lot of guys try to fill in that void, where all they know is that they're just this one-sided of the coin, when there's a completely different side of that coin too. It's like the video when I posted about the tough but the lover guy, because great players understand that there is an awareness to have a great self-awareness, and they're intelligent. We understand and we seek to evolve. We seek to get better and to improve, because that's the whole point of the game, correct? And I know that taking some time out for myself, listen, that could be best for me, because you got to understand, when you take time out for yourself, you're volunteering to not fuck with women. Listen, if I wanted to, I could, but right now, let's just take a moment right now. Let's just take a break. Let's see what's happening internally. Let's boss up on a couple of things, because you don't want to be too much on fucking women, but then you're not doing well financially. You want to make sure that you have an all-star perspective, and you want to be all-star approved and have everything that's balanced and doing very well up in your point. But the whole thing is that you can still fuck multiple women and still understand who you are. But this is mainly for the guys who don't want to see that part, all right? Don't be off balance. Understand what's happening. Collect the awareness and keep moving forward, because the whole thing is that even with those who learn self is when you start to understand the game more. You start to understand women more. You start to understand the world more, because you understand you. You see the things for what it is, and you grasp onto this and be like, I understand that. I see this is way better for me. I like this romantic interest better. I like this way of talking and having your own banter and being witty into the certain thing. Or maybe I'm just more chill, more nonchalant, but I can still have and speak with a smooth tone. It's a couple of different things that you want, because if you confuse yourself with completely looking at so many YouTube videos or other people giving you game or other people saying these things, you don't even know your own voice in that. So you got to take the time out to even look at that and be like, this is my voice. This is what I want to do. This doesn't feel correct to me, so I'm going to do it this way. Because a lot of guys who are running through women, a lot of them are just hurt and trying to fill in the void. But if you genuinely like to fuck a lot of women, that's a different thing. So do that, be all-star approved, and keep motherfucking going.